Sabrina Carpenter is spiraling into something truly disturbing, and it is going downhill fast, and fans are beginning to question what's really going on. The wildest part is that Tom Cruise is strangely pushing her towards the edge with this strange cult connection. Seriously, it's like she's walking right into her downfall, and it's all happening right at the peak of her career. But hold up, it gets worse. There's family drama involved, and trust me, this is not the kind of support Sabrina needs right now. So grab your popcorn, loves, because we're about to dive into everything that's been brewing behind the scenes, and believe me, it is not looking good for Sabrina. So remember last week when we were all floored by the love triangle drama between Sabrina Carpenter, Camila Cabello, and Shawn Mendes? Yeah, we thought that was messy, with all the tea spilling out in her album Short and Sweet, where we got a front row seat to all the chaotic details. But y'all, just when we thought that we had time to process it all, bam! We get hit with something way more disturbing. This new bombshell is 100 times worse than getting caught in 10 love triangles combined. And honestly, if it turns out to be true, it could mark the end of Sabrina as we know her. Like, how does someone's own family push them towards complete destruction when their star is literally shining the brightest? This is beyond scandalous. It is downright horrifying. Now, to fully grasp the chaos unraveling here, let's start with the key player, Nancy Cartwright. Now, if y'all don't immediately recognize her face, I guarantee you'll recognize her voice. Nancy has been a fixture in Hollywood for decades, and for over 35 years, she's voiced one of the most iconic characters in TV history, the mischievous 10-year-old boy we all know as Bart Simpson from The Simpsons. Yes, that is right. At 66 years old, she is still at it, keeping us entertained with Bart's antics, and is in fact an Emmy Award winner for that. But that's not why we're here. What had fans absolutely shook was when someone casually asked Nancy if she had any ties to Sabrina Carpenter. Turns out vocal talent runs deep in the family, because Nancy confirmed that she is Sabrina's actual aunt. Crazy, right? In her own words, she said, "Yeah, absolutely. Isn't that amazing? You've known me for doing this little 10-year-old boy for 35 some years, and now you find out I'm related to this superstar." Honestly, the whole revelation left fans buzzing. But y'all, this family connection isn't as innocent as it sounds. Things are about to take a seriously dark turn.
Is Sabrina Carpenter your niece? Yeah, absolutely. Isn't that amazing when you find out that somebody that maybe you've known me for a little while, doing this little 10-year-old boy for like 35 some years, and some of you guys for like way less than that, find out that I'm related to this like superstar. She's pretty amazing.
By now, you can tell where this is going, right? You see, besides voice acting, Nancy Cartwright is also super vocal about Scientology. Someone will probably ask, what is Scientology? So let's get that out of the way. Nancy Cartwright has been wrapped up in Scientology since 1991, and not just casually. She is one of the church's top supporters, and over the years, Cartwright has donated a jaw-dropping $21 million to the church. Now, the plot thickens, loves. What's worse is that Scientology isn't some just live and let live kind of thing. Nope. It is often seen as a cult, plain and simple. The church was apparently created by a science fiction writer, yes, science fiction, L. Ron Hubbard, who believes humans are immortal and are plagued by trauma from past lives, and that you can fix yourself by spending massive amounts of money. The church has been accused of everything from brainwashing to harmful practices, and it is especially notorious from extracting massive amounts of money from its members in exchange for spiritual progress. Guys, the only reason all of this is important is because Nancy is Sabrina's auntie, and we're all piecing this together in a few, so it's important that you remember every single detail. So, Nancy has been neck deep in Scientology, defending the church even with its shady tactics, and they have been exposed in documentaries like Going Clear. She's become one of their most famous defenders, despite the fact that many people accuse Scientology of mind control, manipulating members, and of course, being a straight up money grabbing scheme. And now this is the same person allegedly trying to rope in Sabrina Carpenter into this whole Scientology mess. It is not just concerning, it is terrifying. The buzz is that members of the Scientology church are in a major panic. Rumor has it that they are seriously worried about their future because most of their members are getting old. They're facing a crisis because, like many other faiths, they rely on passing the torch to the younger generation to keep their cult going. And for years, you see, Nancy started getting uncomfortably close to her niece Sabrina. She was one of the most talented, most adored, and most decorated, most successful, and most followed young celebrities in town. But don't get it twisted, Nancy wasn't just playing the cool aunt who lets you stay up past your bedtime and munch on candy. She has been on a mission. The word is that Nancy, with her Hollywood charm, has been subtly weaving Scientology teachings into her time with Sabrina. She's been making herself the ultimate go-to aunt, the one who's always there with a sweet treat and makes for you the best chicken noodle soup. She must have been Sabrina's best storyteller, but unbeknownst to her, those stories have likely been packed with Scientology doctrines. The plot thickens as now Nancy believes that the time is ripe for Sabrina to join the Scientology ranks. At 25, Sabrina is at the perfect age to become the new face of Scientology among her peers, and let's be real, y'all know celebrities have cultic followings. Believe me, fans have done the most bizarre things just because the celeb they worship did the same. You think I'm exaggerating? Haven't Yeezy fans been seen wearing the same oversized and often unintentionally torn Yeezy sneakers just to mimic Kanye West's unique style? Ugh. Some of y'all remember back in the day when Justin Bieber's signature swooshy haircut led to countless fans asking for the Bieber at their local barber, resulting in a sea of swooping, side-parted hairdos. And don't even get me started with Lady Gaga's meat dress, despite the high health risk and mess that was involved in recreating it. And yet, her fans did it anyways. That's exactly why the Scientology community is eyeing Sabrina to be their youthful spokesperson. It's not official yet, but there are some serious evidence that this could be happening. Just imagine, Sabrina could be the next big face for Scientology, with her massive fan base following her lead. Yikes. The point is, if Sabrina, with her star power, were to embrace Scientology, the ripple effect could be huge. Her young, impressionable fans might not think twice before diving in themselves. Before long, they could be pouring their hard-earned money into the cult, all in the so-called name of spiritual awakening. I would join Scientology for Sabrina, I don't care. Let's be honest, all religions are cults. Why is Scientology being treated worse than any other religion? There isn't this energy for any other religion. It's scary because it would work. That's the point, guys. I mean, Sabrina hasn't even endorsed Scientology, at least not publicly yet, and here are people already jumping in or justifying why they would join. It gets worse, y'all. It literally gets worse. Look, we all know blind items are often sprinkled with a pinch of drama and doubt because they usually come from questionable sources. So when I stumbled upon this juicy tidbit a few weeks ago hinting that none other than Tom Cruise is apparently begging a top-tier singer to be the shiny new face of Scientology, I didn't think much of it. But now, with the latest info about Sabrina's aunt, Nancy Cartwright, playing Puppet Master and seemingly setting Sabrina up for a major role, it's impossible not to worry. Everyone, even Hollywood dogs, have heard of Tom Cruise and his wild ride with Scientology. But in case you've been out of the loop, let me fill you in real quick. Well, Tom Cruise has been, for the longest time, the ultimate Scientology cheerleader. He has been tangled up with his celebrity cult for decades, guys, ever since he was introduced to it by his ex-wife, Mimi Rogers. Besides being a relentless promoter of the cult, he has never shied away from using his star power to push its controversial teachings. From defending Scientology on TV with a fiery passion to making headlines for his extreme views on psychiatry and basically just being against all forms of mental health treatments. Tom Cruise's dedication to the church is anything but subtle. He's been spotted at every high-profile event connected to Scientology, and rumor has it he's even tried to recruit other A-list stars into the fold. He's practically been a walking advertisement for Scientology's Celebrity Center in Hollywood. Now, here's where it gets really juicy. It looks like Tom Cruise has failed to convince another top-tier Hollywood star with a huge following to take over the job from him, and he's literally getting desperate. So guys, do you see why these people would go to any length, even if they have to move heaven and earth, to get Sabrina Carpenter on board? The stakes are sky high, and if this plan pans out, it could spell serious trouble. As you saw earlier, Sabrina's fans, who already hang on her every word, might find themselves swept up in the frenzy. Also, why do celebrities get such weird offers just when they are at the top of their careers? I mean, if Sabrina were to agree, she would be stepping into a world of drama and controversy that might not just change her life, but her career as well. And this would shake up the entire celebrity scene. If Tom Cruise and Nancy Cartwright have their way, the drama is only just beginning. What do you think about all of this, loves? And would you still support Sabrina Carpenter if she were to join Scientology? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit those notification bells so you stay updated on all the latest tea about celebrities and influencers.